Question: are you on like social media, specifically TikTok or Instagram, and you see a video? The video could be inspiring, it could even be volatile to you, but there's some level of emotion you have from watching the video. And before you liked it, before you commented, you went and opened the comments to crowdsource other people's opinions before sharing yours. And you did that for no other reason than to see if what your thought was about it fit or align with other people's comments. And if they did, maybe you'll comment. But if you've seen someone else comment already, you'll just keep scrolling. Or if it don't, you definitely don't want to comment because you don't want to be the person saying something different than everyone else. That is, if that's your experience, and it's likely that it's an experience you've had but you haven't like taken note of it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the comment section is where the actual like the joy of social media really is. A large part of the joy of social media really lives inside of the comment section. So I realized that I don't really talk about my newsletter that I have been sending out for over a year on this channel. And today's newsletter was: you're not confused, you're over influenced. However, if you are crowdsourcing your own opinion, you have outsourced critical thinking, and you have come to a point in your life where you are an NPC in your own life. You're a non-player. What did NPC stand for? I forgot. In the games, like if you play a game and there's like characters and non-playing character. I think that's what it stands for. You have become an NPC in your life, and we have to do something about that. So continue watching today's video. We have to stop outsourcing our thinking. We have to stop outsourcing our critical thinking, stop crowdsourcing our opinions, and just become the critical thinkers that we were meant to be. All right, so before we continue today's video, if you're new here, my name is Inspire J, and on my channel, we talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our life, so that we can truly get more fulfillment out of this life. And I am currently working to build this YouTube channel. So if you would like to help me, I would truly appreciate it if you just simply hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me if this is what you like to talk about, learn about, and most importantly, I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk and sharing the experiences, the wisdom that I have already and that I'm currently getting as I go along. So this is a, you know what I'm saying? This is a reciprocated benefit for both of us. All right. That was just me trying to sell you to subscribe to my channel. All right. So back to today's video. All right. So essentially what you've done by crowdsourcing, outsourcing your critical thinking and your opinions is you have weakened your internal signal strength. And it's not all bad, because once you gain awareness of the fact that you do this, and then backpedal and then go into the correct direction. But awareness is key. Okay, so this is the topic for today's newsletter. If you haven't signed up already, the link is in the description for my free newsletter. But nonetheless, I caught myself doing this. That's why it's a topic in the first place. I caught myself doing this, crowdsourcing, like, let's see what other people are saying before I like it. And then sometime last week, I was like, wait. And I just went and got real social on the social medias, and without looking at other people's opinion, without crowdsourcing anything. And I was like, this aligns to exactly what I've been doing with my essay writing, and also creating videos, and also writing newsletters. Is I have been challenging myself to think critically in the world where everything is convenient. This world right now, knowledge is the most convenient it has ever been. And if you are in the United States, I'm not too sure about other countries, but we can go to the library and check out books simply because we have an address, like for free, for the free 99. There is not a shortage of knowledge. There's a shortage of wisdom. And the reason there's a lost art to wisdom and it being passed on or it being utilized in society is because everything is so easy. You don't even have to think about how to make bread from scratch. When bread is really like what, 3 or 4 ingredients. You don't have to think about so many things. You just pay for it and you get it. You just find out the website from someone else and you just get the answers to the information. So as people, we have come accustomed to the microwave versions of everything. So if there's a publication written by a subject expert, like a doctor or someone like that's an expert, we will literally opt out of reading the publication. We will opt out of looking at the research and trying to understand the data and just look for the summary. Or we'll take the link for the publication, for the article, put it into AI and ask it to summarize it for us. We have to stop. This is nonsense. This is how AI takes over the world. Everyone's talking about how AI is going to take over the world. It's because we're feeding it the knowledge that we have. We're giving it everything. We're crowdsourcing our creativity. We're outsourcing our creativity. We're outsourcing our critical thinking. When does it stop? For me, it stops now. And for you, I hope it stops after you watch this video, because You're not realizing you're allowing yourself to be hijacked. You're allowing your creativity, what makes you human, to be hijacked. And you have to take it back. You have to decide, this is for me. This is not for them. This is not for it. When you begin a writing practice, say for instance, you begin an essay writing practice and you're only studying, learning, and thinking critically about the things that you want to write, you are empowering your brain, you're empowering your body to take back charge over the microwave lifestyle that we have conveniently created in the name of capitalism and greed. You are taking your power back. Critical thinkers are valuable. People with their own unique perspective and can articulate it are extremely high value individuals. We look at them like they are a needle in a haystack because everyone else is opting out of critical thinking, opting out of going after their dream life, not by way of just to get the money and to get the glitz and the glamour, but to truly become and transform to that higher version of themselves. People are looking at people who do that as the creme de la creme. But if more of us intentionally chose to go on a writing practice, right? If you are interested in writing essays, for one, do it. And I want to make a specific video about essay writing because when you're writing an essay, you're making an argument and then you are supporting your argument with data research. It's not based off your opinion, although your experience is very much so valid in essays. And then most importantly, now more than ever, no one is telling you to write essays. This isn't due for a grade. You aren't being critiqued on a specific rubric and whether or not what you wrote aligns with that rubric or the syllabus expectations of some teacher who only has taught and they really don't understand how the world works beyond education because that's the farthest they've gone is higher education, which no shade, no tea, because I am an educator myself. I literally homeschool my kids. I'm a big proponent of secondary, post-secondary education, all the above. But what I'm saying is, with that, also do something. My greatest professors were the ones who weren't just teaching what they knew, they had experience in the field. My hospitality marketing teacher, for example, was on the Frito-Lay team. My macroeconomics teacher, literally during 2008, when was it 2008 when the stock market crashed, he had to cancel class right when we were at the door because BMW in South Carolina called him in his firm. Like, are you serious? Those are the type of professors and teachers that I really look up to because they're not just getting all this knowledge and doing nothing with it. They are taking what they've learned into action and then coming back to teach us. All right. So that's what you want to be. You want to be a practitioner of what it is you want to learn about. And this is the thing. You can write about anything in your essays. They aren't due to anybody. The goal is for you to just do it and to exercise your liberty and to exercise your intelligence and to not allow the microwave society to steal your ability to think beyond just surface level, just survival. This has everything I'm speaking of, has nothing. Writing your essays, critical thinking, it is not tied to money. It is not tied to the things that the materialistic world wants you to focus on. It's completely tied into developing you on an internal level. See, on my channel, I literally want you to build more momentum in life, but you have to have the knowledge and put it into action. You have to be able to articulate your ideas and your curiosities. You should research them. I challenge you to, in fact, I challenge you to dive deep into the things that you're interested in. You're going to learn so much about it and you're going to learn so much about you. Okay? We live in this self-serving world because everyone's choosing the same thing day after day over and over. And when you elect out of that, you're going to drop the environment, the people, the places, the thoughts that no longer serve you. And it's going to feel lonely and dark. And you're going to feel like you're in a tunnel where it's just you in the darkness. But keep taking steps forward. And the way to keep taking steps forward is for you to put your knowledge into action. Okay? Take what you know, take what you're curious about, learn more about it. Think critically. Don't put all of your ideas online. Actually write the essay if you can. Now, if you just want to type it, that's great. Keep it on a Word document, a Google Doc, whatever pages, wherever you need to. But I suggest writing it because there's sometimes scientific research about the impact of putting actual pen or pencil to paper and the mind-body connection. So that's why I always encourage it. And if it's an essay you're very proud of, type it after. release it to the world or don't. It's completely up to you. It's the act of writing the essay that's going to build you more internally. That's what we're after. Okay, so when I talk about mastering the mind, this isn't for show. This is for you. When you do it, you serve the world in a greater way. But you have to challenge yourself to do things outside the box and opt out of apps asking to track you so they can get more information to better serve you ads. You have to opt out of the microwave lifestyle. Figure out how to make your favorite food and dishes from scratch. Maybe you don't do it all the time, but just see how it is. Your favorite coffee that's $7, $8 now. See if you can make it at home. Your favorite activity, your favorite hobby that you enjoy watching other people do, try doing it yourself. Okay? It's more than just about writing essays. It's about you taking back your ability to think critically. It's about you knowing and learning how to stand in your own thoughts and your own opinions without the need to crowdsource from other people. What you have to say is important, is valid. Unless you're saying some bull crap. Don't put that out there. But I mean, if you want to add to the conversation, definitely add. And it could be a laughter. It could be something uplifting. It could be whatever it is you want it to be if it's going to add value to you and the person that's receiving it. That's where we're going. That's what I'm trying to convey. And I hope this message speaks directly to that person has given up, who has given up and feel like no one understands them. So they have minimize who they are intellectually, minimize who they are physically, and you walk out in the world, you feel so small and you feel so insignificant. You are significant. The world needs exactly what only you have. Your quirkiness, your odd background, your whimsy thoughts, we need that. Your creativity, your different POV, your different point of view. The world needs more of that because everyone else is walking around with the same minds, the same beige, the same everything. And we need some razzle dazzle. All right. And you have exactly the razzle dazzle that the world needs. All right. So, anyways, I hope this video finds exactly who it was meant to find. If you're interested in building more momentum in your life and building a rich life on purpose, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, be sure to click the links in the description. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. It's just a little click. It's just a little click. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spider J, and I really hope you have a beautiful day. All right. All right. Peace.
You're beautiful. I hope you know